Unit 5, Specific Relief ACT 1963. The Specific Relief Act, 1963 is a law in India that provides remedies when contractual or civil obligations are not fulfilled. It mainly deals with the recovery of possession of property, enforcement of specific performance of contracts, rectification and rescission of contracts, cancellation of instruments, declaratory decrees, and various types of injunctions. 1. Recovering possession of property. A. Immovable property, Sections 5 and 6. A person who is unlawfully dispossessed of immovable property can recover it through legal means. Section 5. A person entitled to possession can recover it by proving ownership. Section 6. Even a person without ownership can recover possession if wrongfully dispossessed, except against the government. B. Movable property, Sections 7 and 8. Section 7. A person entitled to possession of movable property can claim it unless the defendant has a legal right to retain it. Section 8. A person holding another's property as a trustee must return it when legally required. To specific performance of contract, Sections 9 to 25. Specific performance means enforcing the actual fulfillment of contractual obligations rather than claiming damages. Contracts that can be specifically enforced, Section 10. If compensation is inadequate. If there is no standard for determining compensation. Contracts that cannot be specifically enforced, Section 14. Personal service contracts. Contracts that require constant supervision. 3. Rectification of instruments, Section 26. When a written contract or document does not reflect the real intention of the parties due to fraud or mistake, the court can rectify it to reflect the true agreement. 4. Rescission of contracts, Section 27 to 30. Rescission means cancelling a contract when it is voidable due to misrepresentation, fraud, undue influence, or mistake. The court may refuse rescission if the party seeking rescission has committed a breach. Third parties have acquired rights in good faith. 5. Cancellation of instruments, Section 31 to 33. If an agreement or document is void or voidable and may cause harm, the court can order its cancellation. The person seeking cancellation must prove potential harm from the document's existence. 6. Declaratory decrees, Section 34 to 35. Declaratory relief allows a person to seek a formal legal declaration of their rights or legal status. Example, a person can approach the court to declare that a disputed property belongs to them. 7. Preventive relief injunctions, Sections 36 to 44. An injunction is a court order preventing or compelling an action. A. Temporary and perpetual injunctions. Temporary injunctions, Section 37 granted during a pending case to maintain the status quo. Perpetual injunctions, Section 38 granted as a final order to permanently prevent a wrongful act. B. Mandatory and prohibitory injunctions. Mandatory injunction, Section 39 commands a party to do something, example, remove an obstruction. Prohibitory injunction prevents a party from doing something, example, stopping illegal construction. C. Injunctions to perform negative agreements, Section 42. If a contract contains a negative clause, a promise not to do something, the court can enforce it through an injunction. Example, a celebrity under an exclusive contract with one company may be barred from endorsing a rival brand. Conclusion. The Specific Relief Act provides crucial remedies for enforcing civil and contractual rights. The Act ensures that obligations are fulfilled, property is protected, and parties are prevented from engaging in harmful actions. The courts play a vital role in providing relief by enforcing specific performance, granting injunctions, and issuing declaratory decrees.